first video in this series is about the definition and message we have learned about mental health. As college students, we have a lot to adjust to, taking hard classes, managing schedules, making new friends, and learn how to be an adult. International students have some additional challenges. Students at the University of Minnesota have spoken with us about the stress of learning a new culture and language, family expectations, academic stress, social isolation, and financial struggle. They are working hard to study in an unfamiliar system, finding new connection and friends, and adjust to new custom, food, and weather. These challenges can be hard to talk about, which make it difficult to ask for help when we need it. How can we better understand our stress and our mental health? What is mental health? First, let's explore the definition of mental health. There are actually many definitions depending on our culture messages, our family, and our experience. What do you think of when you hear the term mental health?
The health that is related to happiness, to distress, to emotions, to feelings, anything that isn't really a physical aspect of human health for me is mental health.
When I hear the term mental health, I would think of it as a ability to cope normally with daily stress and to maintain a good state of mind in life.
When I hear the term mental health, I think about feeling comfortable, feeling safe, the overall feeling of being relaxed.
When I hear the term mental health, I think mental health is the mental equivalent of physical health. They're two sides of the same coin. So it needs to be maintained the same way physical health is maintained.
I think of the state of one's emotional, psychological well-being, which impasses how individuals cope with stressful situations.
When I hear the term mental health, I think the overall well-being of a person's mind and emotions. In Korea, mental health is sometimes not openly discussed, which can make it challenging to seek help. However, I believe mental health is as important as physical health, and it includes being able to manage stress, emotions, and relationships in a healthy way.
Mental health is about more than not having depression or anxiety or other mental illnesses. By definition, mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with stress of life, realize their abilities, learn well and work well, and contribute to their community. Here is a model about a person's mental health. It illustrates that a person can experience anywhere from serious mental illnesses to no mental illness. And at the same time, that person can also experience anywhere from poor mental health functioning to optimal mental health functioning. So a person can function very well with a diagnosis. For example, a student with diagnosed anxiety who knows how to manage it and how to ask for help might function very well as they transition to college life. Or a person can struggle with their mental health without a diagnosis. For example, a student who faced a sudden change such as relationship broke up or an academic challenge may struggle with feeling sad until time passes or they seek help. During time when we fall into the top half of this picture, we are flourishing mentally. This means we're doing well. It doesn't matter if you have a diagnosis, you can still function well. What are some of the things that contribute to mental flourishing?
Family can provide financial and emotional support. Friends can provide support and encouragement in all aspects of life. And school resources can provide some more specialized support. I think the support of my family in my life and the company of my friends helped me a lot.
The office hours of professors or TAs, that helps me if the professor is available in their office hours, that is really helpful for me. The people that I am surrounded by, or the people that I choose to maybe be around, that also affects my mental flourishing.
I have hobbies, I have friends, surrounding myself with people I love, and also working on myself so I'm always satisfied or, working towards something.
During time when we fall into the bottom half of this picture, we're languishing mentally. Languishing can be described as emptiness or stagnation.
Being apathetic, I've unfortunately been in that state where, you just wake up, you don't want to go to class, but you still go, you do your homework mechanically, you kind of just get through the day, you don't really have the will to do anything, you don't go out, you don't exercise, you don't devote time to the things that you like to do. Sometimes you even stop devoting time to academics themselves.
What might contribute to languishing?
So there's always that little bit of, maybe not tension, but that background nagging of like, I belong here, but I am not fully belonging, and there's a little bit of identity crisis, if you will, that comes, I think, inherently with being an international student.
I think excessive stress in school and life can cause me to feel exhausted.
I am not a procrastinator exactly, but I think I procrastinate when I feel like something might be challenging for me. I think I feel stressed when probably I see other people doing a lot in a small time frame than me. I think that stresses me. So inherently in my mind, I think I always assume the most negative that can be possible.
Often the society treats me as you don't belong here, go back to your whatever country, so which makes me feel, I don't belong here. So the feelings of being isolated or disconnected from my cultural roots, or not being in a part of the society or this community can also contribute to this.
Our mental health is continuously affected by many different factors in our lives, including our access to the basic needs of life, our relationship and experience with other people, our obligation to school, work, friends, and family. Everyday stressors such as new responsibilities in social situation, the academic stress of exam, assignments, deadline, and learning new college system, and much more. Our mental health changes throughout our lives. There are some times when we're flourishing and times when we're languishing. Remember, we all have a state of mental health. Having a clearer understanding of our own mental health and the things that help us flourish is the first step towards better caring for it.